Alright, so here's a quick little physique check. Right now I weigh around 162, 163-ish, depending on how much I've eaten for the day. I've put on quite a bit of size in my legs. You guys wouldn't necessarily know that because I don't really show my legs like that. But in this video, I want to show you guys what I eat in a day in order for me to continuously put on muscle and be at a caloric surplus and hit my protein intake, my required protein intake as a vegan, which can be very difficult. Okay, if you're a vegan, you know all about that. But I'm gonna put you guys on game. And not only that, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do all of that for the low, for cheap. So with that being said, I guess I should go ahead and get started with breakfast. So these are all of the ingredients that I use for my breakfast day to day. I have one of these bagels right here. Hey man, these bagels come in clutch for the protein. Each of these has 12 grams of protein per bagel. They taste pretty good. I just eat them straight out the package. I don't put anything on them. I don't toast them, anything like that. But I do have an infatuation with bagels. I also use the Sprouts vegan protein powder. I have a protein shake, just some water. 1 scoop of protein is 20 grams. Okay, so 20 grams of protein, that's pretty solid. These last a long time. I have the Good and Gather old-fashioned oats. Your boy downgraded a little bit. We're using the store brand, but hey man, you take what you can get. We have the Peter Pan crunchy peanut butter, which we're gonna put in the oatmeal, as well as a banana, just 1 regular sized banana. We're gonna put in the oatmeal. We're also gonna put a little bit of protein powder in the oatmeal as well, but I guess I can show you guys better than I could tell you guys. Gonna show you guys how to cook the newest iteration of the Built Different oatmeal. So we're gonna start off by getting 1 3/4 cups of water. No more, no less. Gonna pour that water in the pan, or the pot, and turn it on high, let the water boil. By the way, it is 5 o'clock p.m. as I'm filming this. Your boy has not eaten yet. I have not eaten, it is 5 o'clock. This is a problem. This is a problem that I have, okay? I've been waking up late, been sleeping in, and then my morning routine takes a long time, and a lot of times I'll film my videos before I eat, so yeah, we're down bad right now, but we're gonna get all of this food in, and you guys are gonna watch. Now we're gonna go ahead and get 1 cup of these old-fashioned oats. I always say this, but the old-fashioned oats are way, way better than the quick 1-minute oats. These are grown man oats, bro. Let me tell you guys something, hold on. You cannot be, you can't call yourself a grown man and you're out here eating quick 1-minute oats out the microwave, bro. You can't be doing that, bro. So as you can see, the water's coming to a boil. Now all you do is just pour the oats in there, pour the dry oats, just stir it a little bit. And now you're gonna put the stove on low, or I guess you could put it on whatever you wanna put it on, but I put it on low because I like to kind of do things while I cook my breakfast. Sometimes I'll film videos, sometimes I'll read, so on and so forth, but I'm gonna let that cook itself. That should be ready in around 20 to 25 minutes. Go ahead and turn this light off, man, save electricity. But while that's cooking up, I'm gonna go ahead and make my little protein shake. Nothing really special or fancy about it. Literally just water and protein powder. Water and protein powder, that's really all I need. I don't add any extra steroids or any crazy shit like these other fitness influencers, bro. Hey, I don't know. I just know I'm clean personally, but we got the vegan protein powder, Sprouts. One thing you guys will see is that I use a lot of store brand stuff now, shamelessly. Hey man, if you guys have something to say about the Good and Gather or about the Sprouts brand, buy my food for me. We're gonna take 1 scoop, which equates to 20 grams of protein. We're gonna go ahead and put that scoop in the water. I don't have anything to really mix that up, so I just shake it myself. I see it as an extra workout personally. Great way to build up some endurance in your arms. Also, speaking of store brand, I forgot to mention earlier, but speaking of store brand, for all of my vegans out there, Target is cheaper than Walmart. Okay, I learned this over time. Target is actually cheaper than Walmart, and the reason why is because Target has store brand vegan food, Walmart does not. Let me show you guys the technique real quick, bro. Okay, the technique is sensational. Now we're gonna go ahead and add some of this Peter Pan crunchy peanut butter. This has approximately 8 grams of protein per 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna go ahead and put around 2 tablespoons. This looks like 2 tablespoons, right? Or am I just blind? I don't know. But put roughly 2 tablespoons in there. Just get a little bit more for good measure. Now we're gonna go ahead and put some of this same chocolate vegan protein powder into the oatmeal. I personally like to use around half a scoop. So around 10 extra grams of protein going into the oatmeal. And voila, bon appetit. Okay, quit playing with me. This right here is the finished product. Obviously, I'm gonna mix it all up so that it looks a little bit better, but it tastes good. It has some protein in it. It has a lot of carbs in it. It's a great pre-workout meal. I know I said I already worked out for the day, but it's a really, really good pre-workout meal. Great way to get a lot of calories in early on in the day, especially when you pair that with one of these bagels right here. Now, personally, I don't really count my macros, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna count my protein and my calorie count. So I'm only gonna count those two things and I'm gonna put them on the screen right here. So those are my macros for breakfast, even though it's literally 6:18 p.m. as I'm filming this segment of the video. So it is 9:08 p.m. and I just finished eating breakfast. You hate to see it. This actually happens a lot more frequently than I'm proud to admit. Nevertheless, it's time to eat lunch. So this right here is what I usually have for lunch. I like to have these. You can get these from Target and they're around $3, give or take, depending on, I guess, where you live, but these little burritos, they're frozen burritos. I know it's probably not the healthiest thing that I can do for myself, but to my point earlier, if you have a problem with the food that I'm eating, buy my groceries for me. Exactly. Okay, so these right here have 310 calories and 10 grams of protein per burrito. So I'm literally just gonna put this in the microwave and warm it up for 2 minutes, and then bon appetit. Yes, sir, you love to see it. So far, we've had the Built Different bagel, the Built Different protein shake, the Built Different oatmeal, okay, the legendary, infamous Built Different oatmeal, and now we have the Built Different burrito. All right, so this is what the burritos look like when they're cooked. See, they have a nice little texture right here. Don't just go biting into this burrito without letting it cool down. Okay, what you wanna do is you wanna poke some holes in it, cut it open, and let the heat kind of escape. And then at that point, you can eat the burrito safely. I learned that the hard way, man. I ate one of these straight out the microwave maybe a couple months ago, and your boy couldn't taste anything for about 2 days. Okay, so that was lunch number 1, and now it is 9:50 p.m. So it's time to have lunch number 2. So these are all of the ingredients that you'll need for lunch number 2 to make the Built Different smoothie. Now, I am gonna count the macros for this, but for the sake of simplicity, like I said, it is 9:50, now 9:51 p.m. and I do need to edit this video and everything. I'm not going to count the calories and the macros of the strawberries, so just gonna keep it very, very simple because I just eyeball it, honestly, when it comes to these. Before I go any further, I know some people are going to get on my head, gonna get on my case about drinking soy milk. Let me tell you guys something. If you're not satisfied, with the groceries that I'm getting, with the food that I'm eating, buy my groceries for me. All right, so as you guys can see, we have the Built Different blender right here. So I usually like to start off by putting the bananas in first. We're gonna use 3 bananas. Now we're gonna go ahead and put in about 2 tablespoons of this same Peter Pan crunchy peanut butter. Just get you one of these big spoons right here. Also, a little pro tip for anyone who's struggling to eat enough food to be at a caloric surplus, use bigger utensils. Use the bigger forks, use the bigger spoons, use bigger utensils. You'd be surprised at how much of a difference that makes. Believe me when I tell you that. We're gonna go ahead and throw that in there. For that extra one, we just, you feel me? So now we're gonna go ahead and add in 1 scoop of this here protein powder. 1 scoop, so that's another 20 grams of protein right there. In addition to the 8 that we got from the 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. We're gonna add in these strawberries. Like I said, I'm not going to count these toward the macros because it's kind of negligible, honestly. We're just gonna kind of eyeball this. The strawberries help with flavor, but they also help with the consistency of the smoothie. Okay, you want that smooth, thick texture. You can tell the distribution is absolutely elite, about 50-50 between strawberries and bananas. I like to use the frozen strawberries because, like I said, the texture is just absolutely sensational. So now we're gonna go ahead and take some of this controversial soy milk right here. Okay, the Silk. If you don't wanna drink soy milk, you can drink pea milk as well. I believe that the pea milk has the same amount of protein, but it has less calories and it costs more. And there's less of it in the actual carton. So just be mindful of that. We're bulking on a budget. 1 cup equates to 8 grams. I don't measure this out, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and measure it out for you guys. We're gonna start off with maybe half a cup, give or take. So that would be about 4 grams of protein. Okay, half a cup. Grab the Built Different bottom to the Built Different blender. need you guys to pay close attention, very, very close attention to the consistency of this smoothie. Okay, I got this shit down to a science, man. Quit playing with me. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in. Quit playing with me, bro. Oh shit, okay. Now, like I said earlier, I am going to use this right here as the topping, this Kashi Go Chocolate Crunch cereal. I've been eating this for a couple of years now, still haven't gotten tired of it, especially as a topping. It's pretty high in protein. 3/4 of a cup of this has 10 grams of protein and 210 calories. We have about half a cup of the dry cereal right here. So we're gonna go ahead and pour it in as a topping. This is my preferred topping of choice right here. And voila. All right, so I officially finished the Built Different smoothie. It is now 11:49 p.m. Okay, it is 11:49 p.m. and I need to cook dinner, and that is going to take around an hour. So I'm not eating until close to 2 a.m. You hate to see it. So personally, I like to keep my dinner pretty simple. We have the Good and Gather plant-based meatless griller patties, and then we have the Good and Gather red potatoes. Like I said earlier, Target is a lot cheaper for vegans because you have store brand stuff like this. So these right here, I believe are $3 or $4 per package. I have 2 of them every day for dinner. And as you can see, each patty has 16 grams of protein and 150 calories. We also have the red potatoes. I usually have about half a bag of these to go with the patties, and then I have the bread for the sandwiches. I'll show you guys all of that in a second, but first we need to go ahead and chop up these potatoes. And actually, before we do that, we need to go ahead and preheat the oven. So you wanna bake it at 350. You know, we like to be time efficient over here. Time is more valuable than money at the end of the day because you can always get more money, but you can never get more time. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and chop up these potatoes while the oven is preheating. And we're also gonna season the potatoes. So by the time we finish that, the oven should be just about ready. Like I said, time efficient. And also, these are baked at 350 as well. So what I'll do is I'll put these in the oven once I finish seasoning them and everything. I'll put these in the oven for approximately 45 minutes. And for the last 15 minutes, I'll put 2 of these in there as well. So very, very efficient, very cheap. A bag of red potatoes from Target is around $3. Okay, and believe me when I tell you that these can get you through some hard times. We have 7 red potatoes right here. Each of these has, I believe, 110 calories and 3 grams of protein. So that's 21 grams of protein and 770 calories. I'll show you guys all the macros in a second, like I said, but 7 of these. Always wash your produce before you eat it, please, man, please. I know I keep saying that in every single what I eat in a day video, but I'm saying it for good reason, okay? Hey, talking to you. So as you guys can see, I just like to cut them into 4ths, or for the bigger potatoes, I like to cut them into 8ths. We're gonna take these and you're gonna put them in a big bowl, like this. Okay, I definitely just missed the bowl, but whatever. I'm gonna put them in a bowl, so you guys can see, you have the diced potatoes in a bowl, and this is what you'll need to season it. So what you're gonna do is you're going to get 1 teaspoon of the salt, okay, 1 teaspoon right here. Just gonna pour that in there, okay. You're gonna get half a teaspoon of the black pepper, so just half a teaspoon, that's all you need. So about half a teaspoon of black pepper. Look at the technique, bro, quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Now we're gonna get 2 teaspoons of this extra light tasting olive oil. This is what gives it its oiliness. I don't really know the word for it. It's moisture, there we go, it's moisture. All right, so now what I'm going to do is mix these up with my hands. I'm gonna mix up all of the ingredients right here. So now what we're gonna do is put the potatoes on this little baking tray. I think this is actually a pizza tray, but it was the cheapest one I could find. We're gonna put these in the oven for 45 minutes, like I said, but at around the 15-minute mark, when there's 15 minutes left at 350, we're going to put the meat patties, the vegan meat patties, on the same tray. So as you guys can see, it is currently 12:51 a.m. and I just took these out of the oven, so I'm gonna let them cool down for a few minutes. But this is what the potatoes look like, and then we have the 2 vegan meat patties. They're actually pretty small, but they do pack a lot of protein for their size. So once these cool down, I'm gonna show you guys how to make the Built Different burger. Glasses Jordan in the building, man. All right, so these are all of the ingredients that we're going to need for the Built Different burger. We got the Built Different pickles right here, a little hamburger slices. We got a beefsteak tomato. Like I said earlier, always wash your produce before eating it. You are a grown man or woman or anything in between. Wash your produce. We have the green leaf lettuce. I know that traditionally you would use iceberg lettuce on a burger, but I don't know why, I just don't like iceberg lettuce. I prefer the green leaf lettuce, the Good and Gather green leaf lettuce, okay, the Jordan green leaf lettuce, you love to see it. And then we have the infamous Dave's Killer Bread. Okay, this right here is the cheat code, 5 grams of protein per slice. So for 2 sandwiches, 2 burgers, that's 4 slices, that's gonna be 20 grams of protein, 110 calories per slice of bread as well, which equates to 440 calories for just the bread alone. That's not even counting the actual meat patties or the potatoes. So we're gonna go ahead and toast 4 slices of bread, and then I'm gonna show you how to make a Built Different burger. All right, so as you guys can see, we have the Built Different burger on the Built Different bread. I eat 1 burger at a time. Just to simplify things, I eat 1 burger and then I eat half of the potatoes on the tray. So we have the burger on the bread. Now this is the order that you need to do it in. Okay, if you want the Built Different burger, this is the order that you do it in. If you do it in another order, that's fine, but it's not the Built Different burger. So I should open up my own burger store. That's besides the point. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the beefsteak tomato, and be very, very careful. I am not liable, okay? Jordan Green is not liable in any way, shape, or form for any injuries that occur from you trying to recreate the events of this video, but we're gonna cut a nice thin slice, okay? A thin slice from the beefsteak tomato, and we're gonna put that on the patty. You're gonna get the hamburger slices, the little pickles. You're gonna get the pickles, and you're gonna put anywhere from 3 to 4 pickles. Every bite that you take, you should taste pickle. 3, and let's just go for 4. Why not? I'm feeling frisky. I don't, what does that even mean? I don't know. But we're gonna put 4 pickles on the burger. Bro, it is 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm in here making a burger. That's tough. After you do that, you're gonna put some of the green leaf lettuce on there. Okay, you're gonna put some of the green leaf lettuce on there. I kind of just rip these little stems off and then put the leaf part on there. I usually put about 2 or 3 of those on there. You gotta have the ratios correct. This is how it looks right here. Also, I'm not counting the calories from the tomato, the lettuce, the pickles, so on and so forth, because honestly, it's negligible. We're gonna put half of the potatoes on this tray onto the plate, and we're gonna eat that with this burger right here. And then when we finish this plate, we're gonna do the same exact thing. We're gonna make the same exact burger with this other patty right here, and we're gonna eat the other half of the potatoes. And that would be it. This right here is the Built Different dinner. And here I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the total calorie and protein counts for the whole entire day. As you guys can see, I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's around 160 grams of protein and around 3,000 calories, which is where I need to be in a caloric surplus and put on muscle.